Hello and welcome to Budget Fishing. I'm down here at Todber Manor again on Little Hayes Lake. First time I've done this lake. I'm in for a 36-hour session. All set up. It's currently 5 to 11. Got here at 9 o'clock. Rods are out by 9:30. Had a couple of liners. But yeah, rods are out. 3 rods out on a lake with about 15, 16 swims, I think it is. It's all online booking. £10, no, it was £35 for the 36 hours, so not too bad. Fish in here go up to around about the £30–32 mark, along with catfish that are apparently up to a decent size. The average coming out seems to be about £25 on the catfish front. Only annoyance so far, a lot of geese, which I'm sure you can hear in the background maybe. But yeah, let's see what happens. Like I say, traps are set. I'll do the surroundings. So as you can see, 3 rods are out. A few other people on the bank down there. There's Big Hayes is up here, so there's another lake up the top there. But yeah, as you can see, got an island to the front of me, down to the roadside, a couple of people up that end. But yeah, I've got one rod sort of about here, one about here, and then there's one over here somewhere in open water. Mixture of baits being used at the moment, mixture of tactics being used, which I will run through a little bit later on, subject to how we're going. But yeah, as I'm sure you can appreciate, good weather, a little bit of a breeze. It's about 15–16 degrees. Here's hoping we get a bite or two, and those annoying things disappeared. The last thing I want to be doing is kept awake by bloody geese honking away all night. But yeah, let's see what happens. So time now, 12 o'clock. Yeah, 12 o'clock. Had a couple of knocks on all 3 rods. Been fighting the birds though. It looks like they've been going down and smashing the PVA bags. Very annoying, but such is life. I had a request from someone on Instagram with regards to seeing the rigs that are being used. Now, I'm using £15 mainline, nothing overly fancy there. I will just turn the camera around now and show you what I am using. So, as you can see, I've got the quick release, quick link there for the lead, quick release swivel down here. Nothing complicated, that's just running straight up and down the leg. Down the main line, and on here I've got I think it's an £18 braided, it's about 4 to 6 inch hook link with a Pacific tuna boilie on the back end at the moment. Very, very simple. As you can see, the bottom's a little bit silty, so the lead's gone in and the boilie should be sat on top. Using PVA mesh bags as well with the PVA mesh with the hook, so I'm hooking them on and knocking them out. But it's just a very, very simple rig, as I'm sure you can see. Fish picks it up. As it pulls away, the lead does its job. If anything breaks at any point, I'm going to either lose the lot or lose the hook or whatever it may be. So pretty safe, but nothing overly complicated. I've got this set up on my right hand rod. I've got a running inline lead on my left hand rod with a similar sort of setup on the end. And then on the middle one, I think it is, I've got a Ronnie rig. It took a little while to balance the Ronnie rig. I'm using a CC More live system pop-up on that one. Like I say, there's been knocks on each at the moment, but as things stand, it's just been a little bit quiet. I'll give you a further update in a bit. I'm going to get this rod back out, and hopefully the next thing you see will be a fish. So, 3 o'clock. Weather's lovely, a little bit breezy still, but yeah, no fish as things stand. Seen a few coming out of various different places, had a quick chat with a few people. Nobody's doing anything different to what I'm doing. I just need to get on the fish, which is a little bit annoying. This is the rig I'm using on one of the other ones. I will just turn this around. So, as you can see, this is the we've got swivel there, quick change swivel and whatever, running down to a hair rig. Same sort of length, about 6 inches in length, with a 15mm Pacific tuna boilie. This is one out of the actual bags rather than a pop-up or anything like that, so this is straight on the deck. I've got a number of sticks there that are going out with it, and a couple of strings of bits and pieces. But this is clipped onto the main line. There's a leg clip on the main line with a 3-ounce lead, I think it is, doing the damage. So gated, all very, very simple tactics. I just need to find where the fish are at the moment. I've got an issue with a few moorhens and sort of diving birds, which are, every time I put my rods in a certain place, they're going down and smashing the bait and giving me knocks and all sorts. But yeah, quiet on the fish front. But let's hope, well, I've still got another 24, 26 hours to go. So fingers crossed there will be something soon. 10 to 6. Still nothing going on. Lake's been very, very quiet all over. The guy next to me's not had anything. The guy to the right of me has not had anything. The guy to the left of me hasn't had anything since 11 o'clock this morning. Most of the pegs are full now. I think there's 2 spare. And not seen anything else sort of coming out as things stand. Just reset my traps. Trying a couple of different baits and bits and pieces on odds and sods. But so far nothing but line knocks. Had a very slight run earlier on, which I got overexcited on. Had a go at it. Nothing on the end, but there was a load of catfish slime in and around the hook length. So yeah, that's it at the moment. It's as you can see, the weather is absolutely glorious. I've got a little moorhen for a friend down here. He keeps scrounging for bait, which isn't there. But yeah, it's no arguments on the conditions, it's just no fish, which is starting to become a little bit frustrating. But yeah, here we go. We go into that prime time, like I say, 10 to 6. Hopefully between now and 9 o'clock there'll be a couple of fish come out on the bank. Dinner time, 7 o'clock. Still very, very quiet. One of the guys over the other side of the lake has just had one. There really isn't a lot going on here, which is unusual. It's probably something to do with the rain over the last few days and whatnot, but there we go. As you can see, I'm sunning myself at the moment because it's still absolutely glorious. Cooking myself some dinner as well. We've got chipotle spiced pork chops. So yeah, gonna appreciate it's although it's quiet, it's one of those things. It's not the end of the world because it's absolutely gorgeous here after what feels like an eternity of rain. I'm due to bring the rods back in at 9 o'clock and reset. Hopefully they'll be forced to be reset, but yeah, very, very quiet on the fish front. However, not going to complain because the weather's absolutely glorious, and yeah, it's nice to actually have some sunshine. So I keep saying it, but fingers crossed the next update will actually have some sort of fish for people to see. There are some good ones in here. Apparently it's a 33 pound is the late record. The cats go to 40. I've had a bite on one of the rods earlier. Like I said, I got a little bit excited. There was a dollop of catfish remaining on the line, so who knows. There's still plenty of time. I've still got another 24 hours, so yeah, well, sorry, 12 hours. So yeah, let's see what happens. So 10 to 9, gonna reset the rods in a minute. Final time for the day. I'll leave them out overnight then. Still nothing. There's a couple of fish starting to show now, which is quite nice. But having said that, at this for a sunset, how stunning is that? You don't get much better than that. I've even got some geese over by the car with some little goslings that have decided that they're going to join me for the evening. But yeah, it's been a quiet day, not much going on in general, no fish showing, couple of line knocks, very slow bite which I cocked up, which I mentioned earlier, but yeah, not a lot happening, which is annoying. But so yeah, well, fingers crossed something happens tonight. If not, at least I'll get a good night's sleep, I suppose. But yeah, anyway, gonna get the rods reset. PVA bag mesh on each one. I'll stick a boilie on each one for the night. I've had halibut pellet on one of them. The Ronnie rig will probably come off, and I'll just go onto a standard hair rig. And I'll just do a standard hair rig on the other. I'll go for 2 different baits across the 3 rods. But yeah, who knows what will happen tonight, but fingers crossed it's going to be something. Time now 8:20 in the morning. Had 1 fish this morning at £23 8 ounces. Went to get a couple of photos of it, and my phone went to 5%, so it wouldn't allow me to do anything. Thankfully the guy in the swim next door was walking past with his cup of coffee, so he gave me a hand with regards to netting it. But last night pestered with line bites every couple of hours, so didn't get a lot of sleep. But yeah, at least I had one this morning to break the blank. Currently got us swimming around, having a look for a bait that may have been dropped in. But yeah, very, very quiet so far. It's I haven't seen anything else come out this morning, but all the rods are back out, all the rods are reset. Somebody's just turned up in the swim next door, so I got neighbours until this afternoon. But yeah, fingers crossed there'll be something else. Fingers crossed I'll have some charge in my phone, but later on, because I forgot my cable, so I've had to go and scrounge one from someone so I can actually get the phone charged. But I will update accordingly. 9:30. Fish number 2 is in the bag. Image coming. £16 common, as you can see from the next image. Absolute powerhouse with a massive tail. Put up a really good scrap. So that's 2 down. So it was £23 8 ounces. I read my scales wrong, had a look, and it was actually 26 with the taking off the £2 8 ounce for the sling. And the second one came in at 18.8 and then took off the £2 8 for the sling again. So 16 and 23.8. So much better start today. I will hopefully get some video footage at some point soon of playing a fish maybe, or something like that, but normally as they're going off I'm not set up to do any video. However, as we can see, I may be having a go in a minute. Let's get the camera on the tripod. But that looks like it's not going to do any more than what it was actually doing then. But yeah, camera's all set, so hopefully we'll get some footage of a fish being played or something soon. After a day of a couple of days of not a huge amount going on, a couple of fish this morning, but I've just had my first catfish. He's tiny. Safe to say, this morning has been a lot better than the last couple of yesterday. It's 12 o'clock now. Got until 5 o'clock this afternoon, so another 5 hours. Had 2 carp this morning, lost a fish, and I've had a PB cat. It's my first ever catfish that I've actually landed. I've played them before, a lot bigger, but that's the first one I've actually landed. So PB catfish at £2. 4 o'clock, blazing sunshine. Got about an hour left. It's been quiet this afternoon. Got a couple down for me. Has just turned around and pulled out a cat about the same size as what I had earlier, if not the same one. Yeah, I have found out that my bed chair makes a perfect sun lounger though. It's absolutely lovely at the moment. It's about 18-20 degrees. Plenty of people out sunning themselves at the moment. But yeah, here's open for one more. I'm not going to lose any sleep if I don't. It's one of those things. I'm just going to enjoy the sun for the last hour. So, session finished. 36 hours, 3 fish landed, 1 hooked and missed, and 1 run missed. Not bad. Bad 36 hours. Largest of 23.8. Smallest was 16 on the nose, and a personal best catfish. So yes, can't wait to get back there again. I do enjoy Todber. It's stunning scenery, lovely setup fishery. Bailiffs are brilliant. Would highly recommend it if you haven't been already. But yeah, here's hoping to go back again. Hope you enjoyed the video. Any questions, feel free to ask them below.